some pretty wild, pretty dangerous, and pretty stupid ideas in my life. But none of those were as dumb as thinking I have what it takes to become a Marine.
Yeah, we've all been there, buddy. Let's get it. Hey troops, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ryan and I'm a former Royal Marine from the United Kingdom, and today we're going to be reacting to I Survived Marine Training. This is in regards to the United States Marines, just in case you're wondering. Really looking forward to this video. Original link will be in the description as always, troops, but I want to see how this guy actually makes it through. I'm guessing elements of Marine training. I don't think he would have put himself through the whole, I think it's a 9-week course in the US Marines. Maybe it's a little bit longer, perhaps. Someone can clarify that for me. I'll be grateful. And then you go and do further continuation training specific to your trade and stuff. So really going to enjoy this one, troops. I hope you do too. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, drop a comment for the algorithm, all that good stuff. But yeah, we're going to get into this. Let's do it.
Last week, I was doing tons of important business stuff when I got an email from the actual US Marine Corps.
Damarines@gmail.com. Oh, man.
They invited me to join in a training camp alongside real Marines at an active military base in Virginia. That sounds horrible. I'm in my truck, literally on the way to the airport right now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous, because if it's anything like the movies, I'm sure it's gonna be rough.
Right, I don't think I've reacted to any of this guy's content before, but right off the bat, I like this guy. He sounds really funny, and he's game as well, all right? It takes a lot of courage to go and do a course like this, so yeah, respect, man. And he is a YouTuber, so fair play. But
there's got to be a reason people sign up, and maybe if I can actually make it through, it'll be an enlightening experience. Or maybe it's just going to be awful. Either way, it's time to get a good night's rest before... Dear God, it's 3 a.m. Time to go. I made it through security to discover this place was nothing like I expected. Inside the gates was a never-ending 86 square miles, basically making this place its own city. But eventually, I arrived at the barracks to meet the Marines.
Oh man, you Tanner?
Yes.
Hey, nice to meet you, man.
Right, first off, that handshake, getting met by an actual US Marine, that's not happening in real life, okay? For individuals going through, you know, recruit training, yeah, there's going to be an awful lot of shouting happening right off the bat. I mean, right off the bat. As soon as you're getting off the bus, you're going to be bawling shouted at, okay? You're going to be thinking, what the hell am I doing here? That's not too different from the Royal Marines, although we are a little bit more silent, you know, the way we do things in Britain, especially the Royal Marines, a little bit more quiet. But yeah, this is different to what would actually happen, I believe.
Man, these are Marine security guards. They're trained through 9 rigorous weeks of strict scheduled training, so you're going to get a small taste to understand what it is like to be not only a United States Marine, but what it takes to become a Marine security guard.
Wow, you guys have security guards in the Marines. We don't have a job like that. We have Marine Police, Royal Marines Police troop, very, very small contingent of the Royal Marines. I was part of that troop, actually, for a small period of time, but not Marine security.
Okay. Excited?
I am excited. I don't know why I just lied to these guys. I'm not excited. If anything, I'm scared. And you know what? I'm out.
Yeah, back to air guitar, baby.
JK, let's do this. The first step of becoming a Marine security guard is to look like one. So my mentor took me through the living quarters.
It smells like a hospital in here.
To the room I would be staying in for the next few days.
Smells like a hospital in here.
1, 2, well, hang on, no, 2 or 3 beds there. There's a bunk, but one of them's got like a desk underneath that. So yeah, I mean, this is not how recruit training would start. You'd be in one big massive room. So he's going for, he didn't survive Marine training per se. I get what he's saying. He survived a training evolution within the Marine Corps, something that you'd do as a specialization past recruit training. So yeah, that's the main difference here, troops.
Here too. It could have been the sleep deprivation, but getting suited up to their standards took me almost half an hour. It was far more tedious than I expected. These rooms are not as bad as I thought. I imagined bunk beds in the middle of a room and, you know, a drill sergeant screaming at me immediately. This is quite nice. I hope that I get a taste of a genuine Marine experience. I don't want a cakewalk necessarily, because I just like to do things that make me uncomfortable. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta admire him, man. That's pretty cool that he's actually putting himself out there.
I'm ready. I'm ready to get after it, see what it's all about.
Can you see? Not really.
This is something that I want to say, actually. You never know who's watching. I've always wanted to take part in US Marine Corps training. I never got the chance to do a swap draft with the Royal Marines and US Marine Corps, but yeah, if I ever got the opportunity by the US Marines to take part and get it filmed, you know, the entire training process from A to B, the 9 or 13 week course, whatever it is, I would love to take part in that.
Only 5 minutes until our initiation ceremony, my mentor gave me a crash course in their basic etiquette to keep me from standing out more than I already do. Good morning, Master Sergeant. Tanner reporting in, as ordered. Good morning, Master Sergeant. May I feel your bicep? But things were now getting real, not only for me, but for the 2 other creators that were invited as well.
Ooh, what's that? Bots Live? J-Dub. I've never heard of Bots Live. Is that how you... Hang on, am I pronouncing that right? Bots Live? I'm a bit retarded, guys. Sorry. What's that? Botes Live or Botes Live? Pass.
Alex, Tanner, Jordan, welcome to American Embassy Quantico. You are here for a 3-day taste in what it takes Marines from across the Corps 9 weeks to accomplish. This training will test you, both mentally and physically, and you will be expected to overcome your doubt, your fear, and to succeed. Now,
sounds like a US Marine.
Are you ready?
He's just got me excited there. I want to do this.
I got off the bus to find myself at a shooting range for the first time in my life. Growing up in the Midwest, I did get to shoot a few guns, but that never translated into actually knowing what I was doing. So it's a good thing we had a safety lesson before I was handed a full auto assault rifle.
Yeah, buddy. Is that a Glock?
Back to back.
Go on, get some strength in you.
So these serrations right here.
Clearly, I still had a lot to learn, but with the Marines by my side and a bit of practice, I started to get the hang of it, which meant I now had the green light to actually start shooting.
All right, shooters, go ahead and upload. Make sure they're on full auto. Right.
Oh yeah. He's got full auto on that. There's one thing I will say about the US Marine Corps when it comes to shooting. You guys are pretty phenomenal. I would say, generally speaking, much better than the average Royal Marine. And before anyone starts hating me in the chat and the Royal Marines, oh, we're the best and this, that, and the other. Listen, we're a fantastic organization, but you got to remember, the US Marines, the large majority of them have grown up with rifles and weapon systems all their life, and they really do put an onus on riflemen first. You do a lot of shooting. We found that out when we came to your place in the Mojave Desert, and we got so much range time over there, and that was for a reason. The rules are just different there, okay? But range safety by the US Marines is second to none, all right? You guys really don't mess about, and I loved every second of it, and they are top class shooters.
All right,
Thank you. Well, I've shot way more bullets than hit the target, but I still got to shoot a fully automatic gun, so I'm happy. Unfortunately, the fun was about to come to an end, and taking its place was our first official drill.
Oh, what's this? Is that like a kill house or something? Yeah, I think that's a kill house.
We're about to run up 6 flights of stairs with our gear and then shoot from the top. You may think running up 6 stories isn't that bad, but in true Marine style, we had to do it over and over and over again until we had everything perfected.
Tanner, we gotta move, let's go. No lead. We gotta move faster, Tanner, let's go. Right behind you.
Okay, so I'm just trying to piece together what these guys might be doing real time. Security guards in the US Marine Corps, you've got massive bases. He just said there, it's like 75 square miles or something, this base. So these are huge in comparison to what we have in Britain. These places need guarding constantly, and you need a lot of these guys. And with the threat level and all of that around the world, it makes perfect sense why they've got security guards who are specifically US Marines, okay? I like this job. This is pretty cool.
All of this while under a black flag heat warning. Now, I don't know what that means, but yeah, it was hot. But getting to shoot an AR from all the way up here definitely made it worth it. I'm getting less worse at this. Right?
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
I figured he was just trying to make me feel better, but we inspected the target, and turns out I'm actually not that bad. Now, only one training exercise stands between us and the completion of the first day. Hand-to-hand defensive tactics.
Anyone want to try?
I'm the pinata today.
Bad boy.
I figured smacking someone with a bat would be pretty straightforward, but you can clearly see the difference between my sloppy form and that of a real Marine. And this ended up being the case for all the tactics. At first they appeared very simple and painful, but
This is like PST training, police safety training. We did a lot of this stuff actually. It's pretty good. In some ways it's useless depending on like what you're wanting and your aims are, but yeah, it works. It works for the person who doesn't really know how to defend against it anyway.
actually required a very specific technique to become effective.
You're coming with me, pal. Down, 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 down. All right, cool.
Even handcuffing someone was harder than I expected.
Sir, spread your feet apart, arms to the sky. What about your handcuffs? What are you doing? I'm putting...
But eventually, I got the hang of it and passed the first day, leaving with a new respect for their broad skill set and ability to break my arm at any moment.
God.
Them things hurt as well. Having handcuffs put on you bloody knacks.
That was insane. But I learned a lot today. I'm sure I will think this is a valuable experience when it's over. I'm literally gonna lay down and not leave that bed until tomorrow, which also starts at 4 in the morning.
That hair is wild.
After waking up around when I'd normally go to sleep, I got my first experience of a Marine's morning routine. I had to put on my uniform, make my bed, and clean the room before I could leave. Basically the routine my mom wishes I had as a kid. My mentor even had to cut my belt just because it was a few inches too long. But once I was ready and the sun was rising, it was time for the next challenges.
Tier 2, let's go. Emergency training.
Up first was something called the collapsed structure, a claustrophobic's worst nightmare. Inside this very hot shipping container was a tight wooden maze we would have to crawl through in the dark, alone. So you guys have all done the collapsed structure?
Yeah.
Was it this one or was it like...
Same one.
Same one?
You guys are about the same, yeah?
We're about the same? Yeah. Okay. So if he could fit through, surely.
I breezed through it.
I had a feeling I got a good shot at this one. Jordan, on the other hand, is screwed. Look at him.
I am Goliath.
How tall are you?
6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, he's struggling, lad.
6'7", 6'8". You're screwed, buddy. I know it. You're screwed.
All right, good morning. We're gonna go over the safety considerations for the collapsed structure trainer. Everything here today is gonna make you a little uncomfortable. For the collapsed structure, it's all about keeping your composure. If you freak out, you've already lost the battle.
I was pretty confident I could complete the course faster than the other creators, but became unsure when told I had to go first.
Any advice?
I think you need to find your warrior spirit, just like yesterday.
It's gonna be hard to find in the dark. Am I good to go?
Let's do it, brother.
Alright. Can't see anything. Okay, try not to smack my head. Oh, you were right as I smack. Oh, this is such a small space. Dude, there's no way Jordan's getting through this.
Yeah, so this is like really taking those out of the comfort zones who are not like in, tight and confined spaces. Real terms, real world. Are they going to use this that much? Probably not, but I can understand why they're going through this serial, that's for sure.
There's no way. I want that fastest time. Oh, the head again. If this building was on fire, I would be dead. Okay, I gotta be getting close now. I can see, yeah, I can see a little light. Let's go.
You there?
Bam, bam, bam.
And you're out.
Let's go.
Good job.
Heck yeah. What's my time?
I mean, it wasn't too bad, really. He had that headset on and stuff like that, so... Yeah, I mean, I haven't been through it, but it didn't look too difficult.
The helmet can barely fit through half of that.
So you just mentioned that, right? Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna have the fastest though. Up next was Alex, hoping her strategic abilities as a pro chess player would lead her to the fastest time.
All right, we're going in. It's dark. I'm not even afraid. I think I'm just competitive. I want to do better than the two other creators. Okay, it's getting tighter. This is not fun. Ow. Oh. Ow. Wait, did I break it?
You shouldn't be climbing out the top.
Hang on, she's in a different area.
Sorry. Oh god, it's so hot. Okay, you know what? The competition, I just want to get out of this. Okay. Oh, I'm out.
Yeah, that's 29.
I am sweating.
And lastly, the giant basketball player stepped up to the plate.
Right, I'm going to call it. I think giant basketball Goliath, man, he's going to probably get the best time, I think, because he's under pressure to, do well, and because of his height, people think he's not going to. Yeah, I'm going to call, 6 minutes 50.
All right. Oh, no, it's pitch black. What did I get myself into? Damn, I thought my head was big before this. Hold on now. Put my feet up here. Come on up. Okay. And then we up. Oh, I see some light. I see some light. Come on now. Come on now. Ah!
I said 6 minutes, 2 seconds. I literally haven't watched this before.
Oh my God.
Yeah, big dude
so hot
won.
in there. Well, hopefully none of them are like as tight as that one was. That was a squeeze. I can't. So you guys can use these if you want. They might be tighter.
That's right. The section we completed was actually just the warm-up. We didn't know it at the
Oh, okay, now this has changed my opinion.
but the final course was multiple floors high, 4 times the length, and much tighter. Not to mention, it had been baking in the sun all day. The element of fun from the first one was quickly replaced with fight or flight.
I can tell me this is almost over. Bro, we gotta get out soon. For real.
Oh my Lord, I'm bruised.
Yeah, this is gonna get you nervous.
Oh my God, I see the light. Please don't be a trap.
The Marines came out looking like nothing had even happened, while we looked like we had fought for our lives.
Oh, it was way worse than I expected.
What do I see, an AC unit? What is this?
Why is it off? I swear to God.
Right when you got to that one point though, where you're like, dude, I gotta get out of here soon.
Like,
you
literally.
kept crawling, you kept pushing, like that's what it's all about.
The collapse structure was truly one of the hardest.
I like how positive the US Marines are. Like, something like this can easily be, like, frowned upon. You can be negative about, like, oh, well, what's the point in that, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, they're positive about these things, and that's what gets you through it at the end of the day. It's what keeps you together, gelled together, positivity, you know?
Things I've ever done. But seeing Jordan come out with the fastest time yet again.
Whoa, 15:29. Yeah, but not too far behind by the, what's her name? Bottas or something?
Began to show me that this training might be more of a mental battle than a physical one. A realization I hoped would help me as I faced what most Marines consider to be the toughest part of their training, the gas trainer.
What happens if I breathe in the gas?
Okay, gas. Yeah, it's not that bad. It really isn't. But it's not nice either. If it's I mean, some people don't even get affected by the gas, but I can understand why it's perceived as being horrible. I've done it a few times, and yeah, I didn't really have that many problems with it, honestly, apart from spewing my left lung up.
You'll start choking. It's like breathing in hot sauce. Like, so you don't want to do that yet. Just know mentally it's not going to kill you.
All right, so here we are again. We just finished the collapse structure trainer. We built the confidence in you. It is now time to build the confidence in our equipment. Are you ready?
To complete this drill, we would be required to exchange filters, let the gas into our masks, and clear it out in order to breathe again. And as if that wasn't bad enough, we would be doing it in another boiling hot container with 2 pairs of pants, an extra coat, a second pair of boots, and rubber gloves.
It's almost 100 degrees outside. This is horrible. This might be worse than that freaking tunnel.
No, tell you what's worse, the wearing that crap rig there. I don't miss doing that. I remember on mine, we went in, and I'm bringing back memories now. Yeah, it is pretty shit. But yeah, it does burn your throat uncontrollably. There's nothing you can do about it. You're forced to take in breaths, and you have to stay in there for a long period of time. Some guys, and it is very, very rare, don't get affected by the gas at all, i.e. they just stand there talking like it's nothing. It's crazy. There was one person in my troop who did that. I'm not going to mention his name, but he was a bit of a solid bloke, actually.
I was definitely nervous after hearing the Marines describe it, but spending another second in the snowsuit had to be worse than getting it over with. So we headed for the gas.
Oh, that uniform sucks, man.
As soon as I stepped inside, I instantly felt my exposed skin start to burn. I somehow kept my cool during the first half of the drills, but near the end, I started to slip.
It's horrible, mate. Big everything back, it's horrible. Oh, man, he's doing it.
Good job, Tanner.
Oh, my face is on fire.
Hang on. They didn't... Right, am I missing something? Unless they're doing it because of...
Break yourself. Do so now.
Right, so that's very different actually what we would do. We take our mask off completely. You've got to open your eyes. You've got to start talking. You're told to take deep breaths in. And that lasts 30, 60 seconds or something like that. So, yeah, it was pretty horrendous. We were snotting, you know, puke and everything. Yeah, that was, I don't know why they've done that, but it's still horrible, but it's not the full drill.
Breathing pepper is a good analogy. I'm glad it's over. I'll be more happy when it actually feels over, but at least I did it.
Fair one.
We're done.
Except we weren't. When a discussion with the other creators turned into peer pressure,
Oh no, it's on Tanner!
we all made a pact to see what the gas was like without any protective gear. In
Okay, so that's why they've done it, right? Let's get it.
spite of our very clear warning against it. But a pact is a pact, so we went ahead anyways. Oh god, this is so stupid.
Yeah, that's
F***ing awful.
yeah, that's it.
Get up, let your chest breathe. Let your chest breathe.
Yeah, that face represents what I was talking about. It's bloody horrible.
The back of my eyeball
Did you notice how they didn't show that part? I don't think it would have been suitable for YouTube anyway.
are on fire.
Focus on blinking. Blinking.
Doesn't you mean my Keep blinking. Keep strobing.
No, I can't. I literally can't.
But your tears, hey, look at me. Look at you. Your tears are going to help. Breathe. Breathe. Get some fresh breaths.
Go back here.
Get some fresh breaths.
It took about 15 minutes of the Marines attempting to calm me down, but the feeling of needles in my eyes eventually began to fade. There can't be something worse than that. If there is, I don't think I can make it through it.
How about we go back in?
No.
This is why every single year, Marines have to get used to the masks, get comfortable with them, and then kind of recognize some of the symptoms. We started together. Everybody went in together. We all came out together, too. Well done. Well done.
I like that, dude.
After what was one of the most intense days of my life, I was decontaminated as best as possible and then headed back to the barracks for a nice cold shower. But suddenly, the water started feeling hot. That's when
Yeah. Sometimes it can reactivate on your skin. I actually pulled I can't remember if it was a respirator or my trousers or something out of its CBRN kit before. And we were told that this stuff lingers sometimes for years, all right? And you can take this out and then be hit with that that initial feeling again. It's bloody horrible, troops, trust me. That's probably what he's going to go through right now.
I found out that water actually reactivates the gas crystals, causing it to burn more. I guess the Marines are just used to this because they carried on with their evening as normal. But it was safe to say that I wouldn't be leaving my bed for the rest of the evening.
Man down, day 3. Difficulty, I want.
It's our 4 a.m. wake-up call, and I didn't even sleep last night. My throat and my chest after the gas kept me up. I feel horrible. I think I'm screwed for today.
He's taking it bad.
Marines, bring it in!
We're gonna do a little bit of motivating Marine Corps PT, okay? So this is gonna be a competition style workout. So each influencer will have a set of Marines as their team, and you guys are gonna be set up into 3 lanes, okay? Once you guys reach that last Marine there standing at the cone, that'll be your end mark. First team to finish gets bragging rights for the day.
Hooray!
Although I felt like a walking corpse, I couldn't let my team down and still had to give it my all.
Let's go. Yeah, leopard crawl, push-ups. Ammo 10 carries. Fireman's carries, all the bog standard Marine stuff. Leopard crawls under the plank. Good job, man.
There's so many rocks in the yard. My knees.
Tanner, good work, brother.
Thank
Good work.
Easy work. Easy work. Not easy work. Not easy.
He's a fit dude,
Along
right?
with the bragging rights, the winners also won a victory lap of fireman carries. And of course, I got the 6'8" giant.
210 never felt so light.
Once the adrenaline of PT had worn off, I hit a wall. The last 3 days of training for 15 hours had finally caught up with me. At this point, I just wished this was over and that I was back home pretending to work again. Nonetheless, there was still one thing standing between us and the total completion of the course. But this time, we weren't doing any ordinary training exercise. We were going to experience what Marine security guards do in an emergency intruder situation. Something almost as intense as the bags under my eyes. And it wasn't until this moment that I realized any of these Marines could be feeling just as bad as I do, and it wouldn't matter.
So I think what he's going to do is probably how the Marines like to do it, is like a culmination of everything you've learned so far. Wouldn't be surprised if he's going to do some shooting, some close quarter environment, navigation type stuff, you know, through that confined space. And then maybe throw in a bit of CS gas for good measure. But either way, his heart's going to be beaten. I've got a feeling for that.
We would have to continue with the mission all the same while staying calm and collected. Something I didn't manage in the collapse structure and definitely didn't pull off during the gas, but could potentially make happen with this last drill. Sergeant Del Rosa, detained.
Go, down.
Threat neutralized.
Wait, helicopter. Where's he at? There.
That's pretty cool.
I spent the rest of the day teaching some of the Marines how to flip, watching the new recruits get OC sprayed.
On me! Breathe!
Which, by the way, is like 10 times worse than the gas we went through. And lastly, receiving some accolades for completing the training camp.
Congratulations.
Thank you. The following week, I had the chance to visit some of the Marine security guards abroad and see the importance of their mission firsthand. I got to do drills in a real foreign embassy with the folks who run towards the danger instead of away from it, and who put others' lives before their own. They say not everyone is cut out for the Marines, and all things considered, I probably wouldn't make the cut. But I've still come to learn a lot about what I'm capable of enduring, and have an entirely new respect for those who do serve. To them, and to those who fill these crucial roles in the future, I say thank you. And if you don't subscribe after everything I've been through during this, well,
you're coming with me, pal. down.
Hit the subscribe, man. He deserves it. Subscribe to this guy. He's fantastic, actually. And, you know, I like the fact that he was honest about him probably not being able to make the cut and not meet the grade. Marine training in general is tough around the globe. It's meant to be just by the title, okay? Royal Marines training is like nearly 36 weeks now. That's basic training, okay? US Marine training, basic. They do a lot of continuation training after that. You've got job roles that we just haven't heard of in the UK, but it makes perfect sense, okay? You've got a massive corps. I think it's 80,000 or something of you guys. It's pretty much bigger than our British military, okay? There's only 4,000 or 5,000 Royal Marines, so we're a much smaller contingent. But I really, really like that channel. I would love to do something with the likes of Tanner. But, yeah, I just need to get my subscriber base past that million, I think. But if there is anyone from the US Marines watching this, I would love to take part in something like this and get it filmed. Hit me up.